And I can attest to that. And watching someone else slowly die, whether it's over a period of weeks or over a period of an hour, it really changes, and you begin to really understand and grasp what are the essentials of life. Because in those moments between when you thought you had more time and when you realize you don't, then all the excess, all the fluff seems to just fall away. And everything that is really, truly important comes to your mind. Your loved ones, people you hurt, perhaps people that hurt you, all things that you had wished you had done, or perhaps maybe you're the lucky ones and you say, I'm happy with how I've lived thus far. I've raised a family, and I've witnessed that in my own personal experience as a nurse, where I've had patients have both experiences, where when I worked in geriatrics, was the care of the elderly, and I had a woman who had 6 daughters, and I remember she was dying of liver cancer, and if you can imagine, she was completely yellow, and I just never forgot that scene. And as she laid on her, literally her deathbed, and at that time, there was like a curtain that was pulled in her room, so to give the privacy. But as I walked by her room, I heard laughing. So I thought to myself, oh, okay, I knew this patient was dying, and you don't equate laughing with dying. So I thought, oh, maybe I should go in there. Something a little strange is going on there. So I pull back the curtain just kind of quietly, and I see her 6 daughters all around her bed. The mother's unconscious, but the daughters are just laughing. And in that moment, I felt so like I think I invaded somebody's space. But when they all 6 of them turned to me, I felt like, oh, hi. And they're like, oh, hi. Were we laughing too loud? I didn't know what to say. And I was like, no. I didn't know what was going on. I wanted to make sure, do you guys need anything? And I said, oh, we were just reminiscing about our lives. And that whole scene took part in a matter of 2 minutes. But that has stuck with me because I realized how we can view dying, how we can view death. I know how others can view it in this harsh and sad and depressive way, but there also is another way to look at it, way to deal with death or dying and life. You know, there's a lot to learn about life and death, or watching the dying. And I learned that just appreciating what you have around you, the most simplest of things. When you're a child, or when you're a kid, or you're a teenager, you dream about, either being rich or famous, or having things, or having stuff, or having this or that. And then you go through a hardship, something difficult in your life. And then you realize that all those things you thought you wanted really don't matter. Because when you have no inner peace, when you have no inner joy, no sense of calmness within you, there's nothing in the world can bring you happiness. If you don't have a sense of self-love, if you don't have a sense of peace in your life, it doesn't matter what you can amass, nice cars, a beautiful house, maybe even a beautiful husband or wife, none of those things can bring anyone happiness. We could look at the rich and the famous. The amount of drug addiction and suicide rates are just as high as among them as the poorest of the world. So it beckons us to think more about what is truly meaningful in our lives. And I'm talking way far above and beyond any religious affiliation. I'm just talking about real, raw stuff, and just appreciating the simple things in life and being happy with that. Because if you could be happy with close to nothing, you could be okay in any situation.